What up, fam? Hit that like, give us a comment, hit that subscribe. What's going on with Philly sports right now?
Let's go! This ain't the Fox Light, or this game he stinks!
Oh shit!
It's gone!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Flight Zone. Brought to you by Manscaped. Our show is always brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at Manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. They got a line of great products from head to toe. We keep on telling you, just use that promo code and take care of yourself. Ladies, gentlemen, just take care of yourself. We got a lot to talk about tonight, Evan. A lot to talk about. Before we do, make sure you guys hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bells for notifications. There's a lot going on in the Philadelphia sports landscape. We got Bills Titans live tonight. We got the Flyers, who are absolutely annihilating people right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about that Eagles and Buccaneers game last week, which was just an absolute just shit show from start to finish. I don't care that we covered. I don't care that we lost by 6. At the end of the day, our head coach sucks. Our defensive coordinator sucks. Our quarterback sucks. Our GM sucks. Our owner sucks. And it's been like this since we won the Super Bowl. Honestly, yesterday was one of I had the most fun ever yesterday just watching the NFL in a long time. That hasn't happened for me in a long time because I've been stressed out about the Eagles. Whether it was last year when they were getting just no offensive flow whatsoever, whether it's this year where the offense just doesn't show up for 3 quarters, whether it was 2 years ago where wide receivers were dropping everything, whether it was 3 years ago when you were still on a Super Bowl hangover. And by the way, you're still on that Super Bowl hangover. Yep. Yesterday, the NFL was fun to watch. There was great games yesterday. And I'm just at a loss of words for our Eagles, Evan. I really am.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough time. I mean, going from that Super Bowl, I feel like we're just going to be on that Super Bowl high for forever, it feels like. With the team that we have right now, it's not even looking like we're going to make it a season. We were predicting you were predicting 9-10 wins. I was predicting 7-8. I can't say I can see that still happening. I mean, to take some things away from that Bucs loss, it wasn't a blowout like I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be one of those games where we played New Orleans a few years ago when they lost 46-7 or something like that. Like, it wasn't a blowout, but it was definitely a winnable game to say the least. But it's looking like a tanking season, you know?
Yeah.
And it is. We don't take moral victories here in Philadelphia, and it sucks.
It does suck. It really does suck. Prayers up to Taylor Lewin.
Yeah.
That was a pretty tough sight to see.
What do you think happened there?
Honestly, I was preparing the show, so I didn't even see anything, but he was strapped up on that board, so prayers up. It may have been neck or head or back. I don't know. But prayers up, whatever happened to Taylor Lewin.
Yeah.
I know he's coming off of ACL last year, so he's coming back, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
And it's what happens in this sport. The players know the risks, and it happens in every sport. So it's just sometimes it happens that way. Go, Zach Moss. Go.
Yep. We give you, 5 yards?
Yeah.
Just 5 yards.
Yeah. Right now, I am trying to find our poll question. It is not showing up, so I will just read it from what I have in my notes. And the poll for the day, which is brought to you by Body Check Wellness, use that promo code A2D for 25% off. Get everything you need from bodycheckwellness.com. The poll for today for the Flight Zone was going to be: should we stay optimistic about the Philadelphia Eagles after everything has gone down? And this optimism should lead into next season, because this was supposed to be a rebuilding year. That's what everybody was telling us all along. This was supposed to be Jalen's year. Jalen was supposed to get all 17 games. We were supposed to see what we had in Nick Sirianni. After seeing what I've seen from this Philadelphia Eagles team, I say, if you're not optimistic anymore, go for that. I'm not optimistic anymore, and I'm always optimistic. I said we were going to win 10, maybe 11 games.
Yeah.
But after what I've seen, the kid can't play at quarterback. He flat out stinks.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody said. I don't care about any. I'm not a hater. It's just what I've seen over the past 10 games. Don't tell me he's still a rookie, because he's not a rookie. He had a full season under his belt. He came in and played the last 4 games. And what he showed me in those last 4 games is the same thing that's going on right now. And he has a way better roster right now than what he had last season. And he's playing the exact same way.
Yep.
So that's what's up with our quarterback. Our head coach stinks. I'm trying to hold out hope. Maybe it'll be better once we have a quarterback that can actually go past the first progression. But as of right now, he just stinks. He needs to put Jalen Hurts under center and start running the football.
Yeah,
it's single back formation.
Yep, I agree, Jim. And there's no other way to say it, because the Eagles have been a disappointing team this year. I'm not going to say I went in with great expectations, but I wanted to see a little bit more progression from Jalen Hurts' couple games last season, and we really haven't. We've seen the inconsistency from him. He'll have a decent game, then he'll have a game where he has stupid throws, and just I can't defend that. Nobody can really defend that. And to the poll question, I also disagree. I can't be optimistic either. The only thing I'm optimistic about is the next draft, and even that, we have Howie Roseman, so it's a hit or miss with him.
Yeah,
that's usually a miss.
That's the only hint of optimism that we have, is the Miami Dolphins suck. They legitimately suck.
Yeah, which is actually surprising, honestly.
Yeah. I do feel for Brian Flores, because he's in a similar situation where he has no quarterback. But to just drastically just drop the way he did from last season to this season, where they actually showed some hope last season, and then to start off this year with 1 win and then losing to Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that's just unfortunate.
In London by an absolute boot.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So yeah, the Dolphins stinking. If the Colts continue to keep playing the way that they're playing, they are a little hot right now. Sorry, I'm looking at my wide receiver 1, Cooper Kupp, scoring a touchdown during one of these commercials.
That wasn't a touchdown.
It wasn't a touchdown, but it was close. He's been absolutely carrying me in my 14 man.
He is
carrying me.
Yeah, he's been crazy this season.
But yeah, as long as the Colts keep winning, we'll probably have another mid-round, first-round pick. What's up, Bryce? So we'll probably have a top 5 pick with the Dolphins, maybe even a top 3 with the Dolphins. We'll have a top 18 pick with the Colts. If they end up sneaking out the division against the Titans, we'll get a top 21. And then we'll have whatever our pick is. And I still think we're going to get 6-7 wins. We do have, according to PFF, whatever the hell that means, we have the easiest schedule remaining. So you could say that's a hint of optimism.
Yeah.
Another hint of optimism would be Jalen Hurts going against mediocre defenses usually shows up, and he usually plays, and Nick Sirianni usually shows up with a master game plan. We've seen it twice already. So hopefully that can happen. But at the end of the day, defense stinks, quarterback stinks, head coach, defensive coordinator, GM, everybody stinks. I wouldn't be surprised if Miles isn't here come October 31st. I wouldn't be surprised if Fletcher isn't here come October 31st. I wouldn't be surprised if Slay isn't here come October 31st. We're going to stash all these draft picks, and we're going to continue to draft number 19s and Andre Dillards and Jalen Regers and
Andre Dillard,
Davion Taylor.
Andre Dillard, he
stinks. He's a first round pick, and he's a swing tackle right now. And the guy that was drafted in the same draft hadn't played football in his whole entire life, and he beat him out. You want to know why? Because Andre Dillard is a soft ass.
Yeah, he is. So what do you think's going to happen with that? With Lane Johnson coming back and Mailata at right tackle still, like what do you see happening with that?
Sorry, I saw Bill pop up. What was your question?
Oh, what do you think's going to happen on our offensive line? Like who's being moved since Lane's coming back?
I'm assuming the guy that you just paid $46 million to play left tackle is going to be your left tackle, and that'll be Jordan Mailata.
I'd hope so.
Yeah. Landon Dickerson, who was a great run blocking guard in college at one of the best universities in the country.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably play left guard, considering you spent a second-round pick on him. Hopefully he could stay healthy. Kelsey's obviously going to be center. Driscoll's going to be playing right guard, and then Johnson will play right tackle. And I'm glad that he's back. So,
yeah, that's pretty big.
But that is another hint of optimism that I have with our Eagles, and it sucks. It sucks because, like I said, I'm having fun watching the NFL without the Eagles right now. I am.
Yeah, I mean, thank God for fantasy. That's all I have to say. Because of fantasy football, like I couldn't have really joy watching other teams. I mean, I love football and all that. Don't get me wrong, but having a fantasy team surely does help. But not when you're 1-4 like me right now.
Yeah.
Or 2-4 come in a few hours when I'm only winning by 4 points. But
I'm invested in 4 fantasy leagues right now, and I'm about 500 in 2 of them, but then the other 2, I'm just absolutely racking up the points, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have Cooper Kupp and Derrick Henry in a 14-man league, you're probably going to do good.
Yeah.
What up, Mr. Wing? Will says, as soon as I tune in, I hear Jimmy saying Hurt stinks, and he's had a whole season under his belt. LMFAO, do you know Troy Aikman was 1-15 to start his career? Until we have a run game, play calls, it's Nick. I full-heartedly disagree with that. And by the way, I said everybody stinks. Evan, I said it twice already. And the show is 12 minutes in.
You said everyone stinks, and it's true. And if you can't see that, you got to open up your eyes because it's going to be a long season if you don't think that.
Yeah, I think people got to stop drinking the green machine when it comes to Jalen Hurts and realize that there's been no improvement since his days at Alabama. His days at Alabama when he got benched by another guy that can't play the position.
Yep.
When he got benched by one of the best football coaches of all time. Yeah, I think that guy knows a thing or two about being a freaking quarterback.
Yeah.
Or he's been around quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Jalen runs away to the Big 12 where they play no defense. And that's what Nick's trying to do. He's trying to play he dropped it. He's trying to call and he's trying to play. He's trying to call an Oklahoma offense. And it's not going to work in the NFL. When you have a college quarterback in the NFL, you're not going to win. Ask Johnny Manziel. Ask Tim Tebow. Ask Tua Tagovailoa. I don't care if he puts up freaking 21 points a game in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He's 3-7. And he looks exactly the same with a way better team around him.
Mm-hmm.
And Jalen Hurts from last year to this year.
Yep. I just hope we do the right things this year, and I don't want to like just barely miss the playoffs and get like that really bad. Oh, God damn it!
Did he throw
Oh no!
Yes.
No. Fuck. Okay. Back to what I was saying after
Cole
I
Beasley,
probably just lost
on the
fantasy.
parlay.
I think I just lost fantasy, but that was to Beasley. You said you had Beasley, right?
I have Beasley on the parlay. All I need now
I dropped
is
Beasley. I dropped him.
Wow. All I need now is a Zach Moss touchdown, and I will be a very happy person come 11:30.
Damn, that's
wow. Yes.
Back to what I was saying, but yeah, I don't think we should have any optimism with this team, and I do think that there's going to be players that will be traded before the deadline.
Yeah, and like when it comes to optimism, and the poll of the day is brought to you by Body Check Wellness. 25% off at Body Check Wellness. You get free shipping. Check them out. But the poll of the day is, should we be optimistic when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles? And should that optimism last until next season? And the funny thing is, there is drastic things that you can be optimistic about when it comes to this Philadelphia Eagles team.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's holding all that optimism back for me is they're not fun to watch. First of all, they're flat out. They're just it's almost torture watching them. The defense can't stop anything. They can't turn off a running faucet. The coach is coaching like he's a college football coach, and even then he's not even running the football. And then your quarterback stinks. Yeah, quarterback stinks. Like those three things are a recipe to like not having fun watching your football team play.
No,
any given Sunday or Thursday or Monday.
So you know what that means. Start playing the defense against the Eagles every week on your fantasy teams.
Well,
just to make it a little bit more,
Oh, that had to hurt. Whatever running back is going against the Eagles, pound the over on their yardage. We'll continue to say it every single week.
Yep.
Last week it was Uncle Lenny. Damn, I would have fucking hit the over on Grandpa Gio's rushing yards.
Yeah.
I don't know if he hit it, but I would have.
He did have a touchdown, I'm pretty sure. So that guy just literally just run right in the back of one of his players. Jesus. The Titans are falling like flies. Literally.
Yeah. You can disagree, and that's fine, but Tom will tell you since week 2, I've said this team does not want to win. Yeah. I've always disagreed with the notion that you should tank in the NFL, and it's and I agree with you guys. That maybe there are clear signs that this team is tanking.
Mm-hmm.
But I flat out disagree with the notion. But yeah, it's there. It's there. But that has no correlation to Jalen Hurts being a bad quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
It has absolutely zero correlation.
Nope. Yeah. I mean, is there anything that Eagles can do to regain your optimism? Or are you done?
I mean,
are you done?
It
would a win this week against the Raiders, if they were to win, would it?
I'm a lot of talk when it comes to Monday night, but then come Sunday, and I think this week it's 4:05. Come 4:05 on a Sunday, I'm going to be all locked in. Like I could talk shit on them as much as I possibly want to, but you can't. I can't turn away from them. I have to watch them. I have to watch every snap. I have to watch every snap twice.
Hurts so good. That's what it is.
Now people, I know Mr. Wing's just trolling right now. Yeah, Dillard going back to the bench, which is fine. And look, Dillard could be a great replacement tackle. I think we have great depth, and all of our depth is young when it comes to Dillard. What is his name? Herbig. You got a bunch. Yeah, you got a bunch of guys that are strong at depth. Yeah, once Brooks comes back, Driscoll's going to go back to being a depth guy. So
I honestly don't think could they trade Brooks?
Probably not. And if they do, it'll probably be a 6th or 7th rounder. He's got a lot. He's the highest paid right guard in football.
Yeah.
And that's another thing when it comes to this organization, when it comes to optimism. They spit all over the players that they should treat right. Zach Ertz being one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the guys that, whether it's Alshon Jeffrey, who's just a straight up creep, or I love Brandon Brooks. I think he's a good guy. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to Brandon Brooks, he can't stay on the field. And you pay him that type of money to play right guard when he can't stay on the field?
Yeah.
Like everybody calls Howie a cap wizard. No, he's not a cap wizard. He's stupid with his money. And then when push comes to shove, when he absolutely needs to, he'll say, "Hey, look, I'll give you this money towards the end of your contract, sir. Please let me do that."
Yeah. And that's going to be another thing, because when all these restructured contracts will come back to bite us once we try to have a winning season. We're not going to have that same depth. Yeah. It's paying all these dudes. So
yeah. Jacob comes in with a good point. to the tanking question. And he's totally right. If Hurts was any good, the Eagles would want him to look good or put him in the best position to win because it would solve the franchise quarterback problem, allowing them to use picks to address a ton of other needs. Hurts is just not good, period. And that completely combats the point of, hey, we're tanking. Well, if you think that Hurts is either A, good, or B, is, oh, he's just a rookie, watch him improve. He could be the next Peyton Manning, because do you remember Peyton Manning's rookie year? Or do you remember Troy Aikman's rookie year?
Yeah.
Or do you remember Kyler Murray in his first two? Do you remember Josh Allen in his first year? Like, all those guys that you named were good quarterbacks before.
Yeah.
Like, NFL-worthy quarterbacks, all those guys that had quote-unquote tough rookie years.
Yeah. And another thing I want to bring up, you can see that I feel like everyone should know it was planning to be a tank year. And another like backup of that is the Eagles' oldest wide receiver is 25. And you go and trade away Ertz.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe that was the best value you could have got for him. And it sucks to see him go. Honestly, I hope he lights it up. Definitely. I hope he goes and wins a ring with the Cardinals. But it's just all about draft picks now. That's all it is.
And that's what it's always been about. And they have failed. Pick in and pick out. And if Jalen was any good, they wouldn't want to tank. Okay, they wouldn't want to tank. Thank you, Jacob.
Yep.
And then when it comes to this, Bill, if you put any quarterback you want in the league, and if Nick said you cannot hand the ball off and you can only throw to Smith, Quez, and Rager, do they win? Answer is no. All quarterbacks struggle without a run. He is given the option to hand the ball off. Don't put it all on Nick. Because Jalen is given the option, the run-pass option. Now you could say, hey, don't give him the choice. Just give him the ball. Just call the run play, put him under center, and hand the ball off and let Miles run either in between the two tackles or let him bounce to the outside, whatever the hell you want to do. But Jalen is given the opportunity to hand the ball off, and he's just not doing it.
No, he's not.
And you and I will never be able to see the percentage on that, but I'm pretty damn sure that Jalen is picking to pass the ball more often than not. How do you know that, Bill? They run a run-pass option every other play.
Yeah.
And it always seems to be a pass. Now, if you say that, hey, just tell them to hand the ball off, call a run play, then yeah, fine, you're right.
I mean, yeah, you're completely right. And it really is the option. I feel like Sanders is never getting the ball in that position. I mean, maybe Hurts sees something in the front line that the front line isn't as good as we think it is, which it hasn't been terrible, but he has been running for his life for the last few games. So,
and he does that to himself because he has happy feet in the pocket. He puts his eyes down when Devontae Smith is all covered, and he runs to the right, or he'll do a spin move and roll out to the left.
Yep,
running forward.
Yep, you're right.
And Bill, I want them to go under center. Trust me, watching that Seattle Pittsburgh game yesterday, all Seattle did was put Geno Smith under center and just hand the ball off to Alex Collins, and Alex Collins was racking up 5 yards a carry. Like, can you imagine how much better this offense would have looked in these first 6 games if you just put Hurts under center? Just put him under center.
Have they been under center once this?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Maybe a few times.
Maybe like 3 times.
Yeah, and then he fumbled the ball. So that's only going to get you so far doing all that.
And the sad part is you have a decent offensive line. You do.
Yeah.
Use them. Like Nick said in the beginning of the year, I'm going to look at the strengths of each of my skill players. I'm going to look at the strengths of my best players, and I'm going to take plays out of the playbook that best suits them. Well, Nick, it's not fucking working right now because you're 2-4, and the offense has looked lackadaisical in 4 of those games. Like, I'll give you that you had a master game plan in two of the games, Atlanta and Kansas City.
Mhm.
But other than that, your offense has just gone completely
Yeah.
stagnant for 3 out of 4 quarters in 4 of the games.
Yeah, that can't happen. That can't happen at all.
Like, in a way, like, all right, maybe I'm wrong for being a little too critical on Hurts, but my eyes are telling me that the kid hasn't improved since Alabama. And my eyes are also telling me that Nick Sirianni can't coach. Can't coach yet. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Bill. It is a puppet show here in Philadelphia. The only reason why they hired Nick Sirianni is because they still wanted to run the show. They are the most narcissistic people I know. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman. Every time I see their faces or hear their voices, it just makes me want to just like stab my ears with freaking lead pencils. But you know what? Born in Philly, can't leave.
Nope. I don't even know what to say about him, honestly, because I feel like everybody's been talking about him, and just it's the same thing everywhere.
Yeah.
Molly Mull up in here.
How about them Cowboys?
Yep.
You know what's going to be the best about this season?
What?
The Cowboys are going to continue to win, and then when that crash and burn happens, it's just going to be that much funnier hearing all the excuses.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my favorite part. That's going to be my favorite part of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But best of luck to you, Molly Mull.
Honestly, the Cowboys have been one of the most fun teams to watch. Like going non-biased right here, they have been a fun team to watch. But like you said, that crash and burn is coming sooner or later. Sorry to hear about that, Molly, but you know how it is.
Yeah. Hello. I put that up there because I read the first sentence and then I read the second sentence and then I just realized you're a hater on Twitch. You have nothing better to do with your life? Double zeros? Big Flyers win, yeah. Sarcasm. Yeah, Mr. Lynn, Cowboys are going to fall and it's going to be hysterical. Troy, we will talk about Benjamin Simmons. We will talk about number 25.
We're actually not calling him Ben. It's just 25 now. He's in that category.
Nah, he's Benjamin or 25. He doesn't get Ben anymore.
PG2. PG2.
Yeah, I mean, Julio, can maybe start talking about draft picks. Look, even if Jalen's not the choice and the season continues to be the way it is and you end up being 6-11 or 5-12. I mean, touche, but 4 playoff wins in 25 years, my guy. We had 4 in 2 years. And one of them was a Super Bowl victory. Benjamin. That's a good one, Benny. That's a good one. But yeah, even if Hurts ends up not being the guy this year and this season continues to go the way that it's going, which honestly, I don't think it will go that way. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you got these next 2 games against Vegas, and then I think you go, you come back to Detroit. So you'll be playing the fight in Don Don's, where Don Don's going to be eating at our kneecaps.
Yeah. DeAndre Swift, crazy week that week.
Oh, yeah. Slammed 300 plus yards for DeAndre Swift that week.
And just wait for Adrian Peterson to come back and go play for them again.
Well, yeah, they got Jamal Williams too. I wouldn't be surprised if Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift both have over 100 rushing yards in that game. I would not be surprised. Maybe if Davion Taylor continues to progress because, we didn't draft a football player in that 3rd round 2 years ago. We drafted an athlete like we tend to do.
Yep.
But hopefully he can continue.
We drafted Ben Simmons as an athlete, not a shooter.
Yeah. I mean, the last time we had a legit linebacker, we won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And we continue to devalue the linebacker position. So, What can you say about this Philadelphia Eagles organization? But you got at Vegas, at Detroit, and then you got home against LA. Those are going to be the next 3 games.
Mhm.
If we want to do maybe predictions right now for the LA game, and then we could go from there.
We can do that.
Vegas, I don't know. They just played pretty well against Denver at Denver.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
do
but
have
they also did. Would they lose the other day? Or not the other day? It was who they played 2 weeks ago. Was it
the Bears
the Bears? And they
at
lost
home.
against the Bears at
At
home.
home.
They lost against Justin Fields at home. Would you say Justin Fields is better than Hurts? By that much?
No, I wouldn't say so. Yesterday was the first time I actually watched Justin Fields, and
Mhm.
he was clearly struggling
Yeah.
against the Packers. It was a
He
pretty
was
bad
dude,
game from the quarterback position.
he was like calling timeouts, so like during the middle of the play, thinking he has a free play, throwing interception. Like
Yeah,
the
but
IQ was very low.
that is the definition of a rookie, and that
Yeah.
is the definition of a rookie going to the Chicago Bears. So you got to
Mhm.
cut him some slack. But I, I don't know. His starting running back's name was Kareem Herbert. So take that for how you see it. And Bears offensive line, Jason Peters is his left tackle, and of course Matt Nagy is his
Yeah.
play caller. So
Yeah.
got to cut him some slack.
Oh,
But all right, Vegas Eagles at Vegas. Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake. I would say they both at least put up over 60 yards on the ground. At least.
mm-hmm.
I'll start.
It'll be a close game.
It'll be a close game. Jalen tends to play close games against average football teams, and right now the Raiders look like an average football team.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense isn't that hot. I think they're running the mill right now. Mm-hmm. And Troy just took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say, and with all that being said, I do think we end up taking an L. I think the final score is going to be 31-23. I just don't think this team is good enough. The only way you do win this game is if you run the football between the tackles. Mm-hmm. And I just don't think that he's going to do it. I truly don't. And when that doesn't happen, it's what Bill's been saying to me for 6 weeks now. When you don't have a run game, your quarterback's going to look bad.
Yep.
Now, of course,
the same thing would happen with Dak. Same thing would happen with Dak. When there was no run game, he didn't look that great. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I don't think Jalen's going to have a good game. Maybe Miles has a breakaway touchdown this week, and Nick will continue to not go to him. I don't even think that this offense deserves to have a prediction on who's going to be the breakout, because they've just been that bad. Mm-hmm. They really have. So I'm not going to give my breakout player, because there probably isn't going to be one. It's probably going to be freaking 26-9 going into the fourth quarter, and then Jalen's going to turn up because there's going to be a soft zone on him. We're going to end up scoring 2 touchdowns, and then everybody's going to say, "Oh, we lost by 1 possession again."
Yeah. I feel like, dude, that's what they want. That's Jimmy. That's actually what they want. They want to still bring the fans in and give them a glimmer of hope by losing to teams by only less than a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Bill. I appreciate you always.
It's
always fun clashing heads with you.
Yeah. It's every podcast, every show. 9:30.
9:30 on the dot. Oh, Jimmy Rodweller's talking shit on Jalen Hurts. You're damn right, because he sucks.
I don't know.
I don't know. Get 6 wins because we're not losing against Washington or the Giants. By the way, the Washington football team continues to prove to me that their defense sucks, and I never want to hear that their defense is good again. Because guess what? They let up another fucking 30-piece.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with that.
I mean, yeah, it was against the Chiefs, but the second that your defense is showing a glimmer of hope, you just completely fail and end up losing 31-13.
Yeah.
And it hasn't just been the Chiefs this year. You've let up 31 points against every single team except for week 1 against the Chargers, where you let up 20. and then week 2 you let up 29 against the Giants. Every other week has been 30 plus.
Yeah.
So your defense sucks. So stop.
They're not that great. Yeah.
I can't stand all this negative. Well, Chad, we're going to start being positive with the Flyers. We're going to start being positive with the Sixers because it's always fun to fuck with Ben Simmons. And it's always fun to talk about Joel Embiid. It's always fun to talk about Tyrese Maxey. So stay tuned. But when it comes to this Philadelphia Eagles organization, where's the positivity? Like, we laid it out for you.
There really can't be any positivity. It's like, do you want to hear good things? Because there's no good things that were being shown. There's no good things that are being shown.
No, I'll tell you, I would be super positive right now if somebody else was our quarterback, but I don't bring him up unless somebody else brings him up. So all right. What's your prediction for the Raiders?
I got the Eagles. I feel like they'll actually grit one out.
There you go. There's some positivity.
Yeah, there's a positivity. I'm going to say 27-24 Jake Elliott last second kick field goal make. And it's going to hit when it kicks it, it's going to hit the pole and then it's going to go in. It's going to be a double doink, but it's going to go in. Or a single, it's going to be a single doink and go in. It's going to be a 54 yarder.
It's possible.
But Joe Flacco is going to be playing. Minshew mania. Minshew mania.
Sorry, I really need Zach Moss to start stepping up right now.
Yeah. If they score another touchdown, they might just want to run the clock down. I just need.
We have a whole half of football.
I need Knox because for every point that Josh Allen has, my player gets 1.5.
Who are you going against?
Pete. He has AJ Brown, who he's barely been on the field, and he has Josh Allen. So, but I'm losing by 4. But if he throws another interception and does something stupid or fumbles, that's -3 or something like that. So I just need a touchdown by one of them, but it's not looking like I'm going to get one. But you might have.
That is a close
they don't
game.
get this. Tyler Bass does get the. He probably will get 3 right here, 4.
That is a big one. You're losing by 0.1 right now to him.
Am I?
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes. Fuck's sakes, dude.
Seabass?
Oh,
He missed?
No.
He made it?
He made it.
I need Seabass to give me 7 more points.
7. So he needs
in my one league.
He needs a 40 and a 30. That's all he needs. He's been kicking field goals all day long.
I know.
I've only seen 1 touchdown from Josh Allen and Diggs.
Yeah.
Speaking of Diggs, do you think that Trayvon Diggs is overrated? Because I'm seeing a lot of people saying he's overrated.
Well, I know Sweeps a couple weeks ago, they were talking about Diggs, and they had mentioned us in their show because we said that because I said that Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni were making Trayvon Diggs look like primetime.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said I got to start doing a little research because Trayvon Diggs is a pretty damn good corner. I think he's Mr. Bite at the first. Bite at the first move.
Did they not see the next play where he absolutely just Jalen milled it?
Yeah. Granted, he has 7 interceptions right now?
Yeah. And right. I'm pretty sure three of them were in garbage time against.
Damn, Molly. You're right.
All
Molly,
right,
Molly, keep talking all this shit. We got you. I just can't wait for that burn, that crash and burn that's going to happen. Dave, we'll give our Detroit predictions next Monday. Right now, we were giving our Vegas predictions. But yeah, that was bad, dude. You have such a clutch play, and then the very next play, you try and make another play like your prime time. Dude, read the room.
Yeah.
You that's the last thing that needs to happen. And yeah, granted, you won the football game, but you know.
Yeah. Dude, if he was maybe a second behind, he would have had another interception.
Yeah.
But he bit on it way too fast, and then
And I know, corner. You're a good corner if you're always in the right place at the right time. But it seems as if he gets a little lucky, and maybe this is just our cowboy hate on us.
yeah, it
But
might be. But
my original point was the Philadelphia Eagles offense was making them look like prime time in week 3.
mhm,
That was my original point, and you can't
Yep.
tell me I'm wrong.
yeah,
And by the way, Nelson Aguilar dropped another ball
Yep.
in clutch time.
not surprising. And Jalen Mills had he
And
got
yeah,
torched, and then he went CeeDee Lamb. See ya. See, that gave me bad memories. Honestly, that just gave me bad memories. I don't know if you saw the meme on I think it was Barstool Philly, and it had like do you know the Leonardo DiCaprio where he's like pointing at the TV?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like seeing Nelson and Mills get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar dropped the ball, and Jalen Hurts get absolutely burnt. Yeah, sounds about right.
It's literally what it is.
I
Oh,
think you're good, dude. As long as this continues to be a shootout, I think you got this against Pete.
I don't know, dude. If they start running it, but I need him to stop throwing to Diggs
Yeah,
and Beasley. I just need one touchdown by dude. If fucking Knox or if Manuel Sanders, who I have, doesn't hold on that fucking play where Knox ran in for the touchdown, I really wouldn't be sweating it right now.
yeah.
That's probably the biggest L you could actually take.
Yeah,
Your own players holding your other player
be
and
your own people sometimes.
do be your own people.
You gotta have a locker room meeting.
I need to go DM him on Instagram and just tell him my frustrations.
And Nelson Aguilar is Todd Singston. I agree. Mr. Todd Pinkston. He sucked. Ooh, that guy just got kicked in the hand.
I need AJ Brown to continue having 0 points. He has 0 targets, and I bet you, just as I said, he fucking catches the ball just as I said. Go fuck yourself. Jesus God.
Flyers end up winning 6-1. It's a huge
Yeah.
victory.
Yeah. Kraken just looked tired.
Yeah,
They played 3 games. That was the Flyers' only second game.
yeah.
And
And that was a pitiful opening performance. I know you had the heart to come back, no pun
Yeah.
intended, but Carter just looks. He
He-
looked great today. Don't
Mark
get me wrong.
looked
He looked phenomenal today. The
Yeah,
opening of that
man,
first period was
yeah.
the old Carter Hart that we grew to love,
Yeah.
and hopefully he stays like that. But week one, game 1, we can't have that Carter Hart because that
Yeah.
Carter Hart came out way, way, way too much last season, and for
Yeah.
him to do that in the opening game. That was very frightening, and that was a part of the poll today
Yeah.
because the optimism with the Eagles that relates to the other 3 sports.
Mhm.
You got the Phillies that are just in complete turmoil or were in complete turmoil. Hopefully they're turning around this offseason,
Mhm.
but and
And
then of course the Sixers.
not to mention the fucking Braves, who are 4 games ahead of us, only 4 games, are probably gonna win the East
The NL.
or the NL. I meant,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean
well,
they could. I still think the Dodgers are way too good.
it is 2-0, Jim.
I know,
It is 2-0.
but it's going to LA, 7-game series. There's a lot more baseball to be played.
Yep.
I know Troy loves the Phillies. What up, Don?
He
Switching it up.
Yeah.
In Cade we trust.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Cade, I had a NBA fantasy draft today about an hour ago. Drafted Cade Cunningham. Guess who else I drafted in the 4th round?
Not Ben Simmons.
Yes, I did.
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't help myself
Jesus.
because my thought was, what if he comes back, and what if he plays the regular season like he always plays.
He's not in the Sixers uniform. Did you see him during practice today? Didn't go to the team huddle. He's playing with his dick in the corner. Like, come on, come on. You're playing with the wrong balls, Ben. Go get your ball wipes too. Go get your ball wipes.
Oh yeah, Ben Simmons needs some ball wipes.
Manscaped.
You know, you could get that, Ben Simmons. You could get that at Manscaped.com. Wipe your ball if you have any. Wipe them up, and maybe you'll feel a little better. 20% off, free shipping with the code ATD at Manscaped. Unlock that confidence.
Get him out of the Kardashians' mouths.
Oh yeah, well, Devin Booker is Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
Use the right tools for the job at Manscaped. Also, ATD memberships, $9.99 a month. Look, Nate and Wills, they're winning people money. Don will tell you. All of our members will tell you. You also get that. You get appearances on shows, members only streams, shout outs, weekly sports picks.
We've yet to have a member on the show, which we're more than happy to have one of you guys on. So,
yep. John, this show is about optimism, not pessimism. I'm trying to be optimistic with these teams. And Evan and I were discussing, like, yesterday it was great to watch football without the Eagles. Every single game yesterday I watched was fun.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
I've not had fun watching the Eagles since week 1.
Nope. Not at all. Because when you watch these games, you know they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Like that Chiefs game, you know they were going to lose. Yeah, last week you knew they were going to lose. I know we've played better teams, but the Cowboys one just killed me. I think that was after that there was no going back. Losing by that much.
I just lost. Oh, I do have a question though. When it comes to games, having fun, I do have a serious question, and it is going to involve number 11, because when number 11 was our quarterback the last 2 to 3 years, whenever it was a close game in the fourth quarter, which it really always was, at least he had hope that there was a possibility that he could come back from behind and win the game. I have yet to have that yet with Jalen Hurts. I have not experienced that yet with Jalen.
No.
And I hope it comes around. But if you think about it, it's true. It's true.
Right. You're right.
Carson never went into the fourth quarter down by 16 points and put up garbage touchdowns. You were always in the game down to the last second.
No matter how many interceptions Wentz threw or how many times he got sacked.
You always knew there was a slight chance that he would turn it around. I have yet to see that with Jalen.
Yep.
AJ Brown with another catch.
Fuck you. Let's see. What am I losing by? Like,
come on, Molly. Come on, Molly. Is this going to turn into a roast session? Because Carson Wentz still has more arm talent than Dak Prescott. I'll tell you that. May not be a winner like Dak Prescott, but he definitely has more arm talent. Just saying.
Damn.
Chad, I feel you. Hurts is our quarterback, so I gotta like him more than I like Wentz, right? I'm just saying. Never had that feeling with Jalen yet, and hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he proves me wrong. AJ Brown with another catch.
Jimmy, I'm kicking your ass next week. I don't care.
Oh, next week, tune in live when that Monday Night Football game's on.
It's not going to be close. You're going to lose.
On the line. Well, let's look at the projected lineups right now.
You're going to lose. Did you see who you're bent? Did you see who's on bye for you next week?
I don't know if I already put it in or not. Pause.
Do you see who's on your bench?
Holy shit, I got a big bye week. Bro, James Robinson's on a bye. Zach Moss is on a bye. Keenan Allen's on a bye. Justin Jefferson's on a bye. CeeDee Lamb's on a bye. Wow. All right. Let me make something out of nothing. Corey Durrell's back. I guess Saquon's going to be out.
Yeah. You still got Cooks.
I'm not going to have enough players.
Are we smelling a little trade coming, Jimmy?
All right, right now,
Do you need a player? Who do you need?
I'm not trading you anybody.
Who do you need?
I already gave you my players. Who did I even give you? Aaron Jones?
Just gave me Aaron Jones. I gave you Saquon. I think it was a pretty fair trade at the end of the day.
Saquon, Justin Jefferson?
Yeah, so it was pretty much just Justin Jefferson for Aaron Jones.
All right, Saquon will come back. Chill.
Stop. Do you
All right,
see his ankle, bro?
Regardless. My ankle looked like that, by the way, and I played yesterday, 2 days ago. Just saying. Aaron Rodgers, Jamal Williams, Cordell Patterson, Cortland Sutton, Brandon Crooks, Travis Kelce, Sonny Michel, and I'll figure out my defense and my kicker.
Are you going to play Carson Wentz?
No, because Aaron Rodgers is going against the worst defense in the league in the Washington football team.
I know, but since that's the worst, they're not going to throw the ball as much. You know,
Carson plays San Fran. You know what? I may have to put Carson Wentz in the starting lineup. I may just have to. Just so that Carson Wentz can beat your ass for all the shit that you talked in the past.
Dude, I need Jalen Hurts. Somebody get me Jalen Hurts. I'll make a trade for him. I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, you still got Patterson. It's you're gonna be fine. No, you're not. You're fucking done for.
Okay.
I only got Kareem Hunt out.
Derrick Henry, another touchdown. At least it wasn't AJ Brown.
Yeah. I think it's over. I'm losing by 6 now, so it might be over. How the fuck did I lose this week? Literally, like Noah Fant, like you were good like 2 years ago, a little bit, and now you're dropping 25 points on me. Like, come on. Jonathan Taylor, dude. First of all, fuck Indiana. Fuck Indiana. They were winning by like 3 touchdowns, and they still had their starters out. I mean, good with Wentz having still be out because they're not making playoffs. I hope they don't make playoffs. But
well, yeah.
fuck them for keeping Jonathan Taylor when they have 2 other running backs that didn't have over 10 carries. Fuck that.
Wow, Mr. Wing, you have Carson Wentz on your team? That is shocking. Absolutely shocking.
He was probably only going to use him as an IR spot.
John with one of the great comments. Henry is a monster. He could be the Eagles running back, and we still wouldn't run the ball. That's funny. That is funny. And it's true. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah. Wow.
Russell Wilson got hurt. I got you. Well, I love to see that Carson Wentz is your backup quarterback, Mr. Wing. It looks like you still have hope in him, just like we all do. Yikes. Troy going with Deshaun Kaiser on Jalen. That's tough. All right, let's get into a little Sixers preview.
Wow.
We all know what's happening with the Eagles. If honestly, it's what Andy McPhail said 2 years ago or 1 year ago. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. And it's basically if we win games, we win games. If we don't win games, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think these next 2 games are going to be very telling on whether you're going to be sellers at the trade deadline. My personal opinion, I just do it because the more draft picks that Howie has, the better percentage he has on hitting on a few of them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and Chad, I hear you. There's a strong possibility that we win in Vegas. But every single time I predict the Eagles to win, they just break my heart. So I'm going to go on the other side now. I'm doing it for your sake. And we'll see what happens in Detroit. Are we going to beat Detroit's first win? I don't know. There's 2 games that realistically you should win. And then when it comes to the Chargers 3 weeks from now, are you going to start 0-4 at home in front of the best fans in the country, the best fans in the world?
That would be disgusting.
Are you going to start 0-4?
Probably.
Because that's what's going to happen if you lose to the Chargers. What up, Greg? I am the jinx, Jamie.
Yep.
You got me. All right.
We have to do our winners and losers at the end of the show. I gotta say
Oh
something.
yeah, we got it. We'll do it. We do it at the end of every Monday, and every Monday during football season. Winners and losers, and you guys always bring in your winners and losers as well.
Greg, he took down the Vespi. He took down the Vespi this week.
Did Frank get McAdooed?
Yep. I was actually kind of hoping Greg would lose because that's the last playoff spot. So I don't know.
We'll see what happens with this league. It's a fun league because it's an 8-man, so like everybody has decent players.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of whether those players show up or not.
Yeah. Yep.
Keep handing it off to Zach Moss, please.
Ooh, that was a nice little game. How much yards does he need or points?
I need 4 more points for him.
4?
Yeah.
He might.
All right. Don says he has the Sixers as a 3 seed, and this leads us into the next topic for the show, and that's going to be Sixers season preview. They open up the season Friday at home against the Brooklyn Nets. To be or not to be, when it comes to Ben Simmons, he just showed up out of nowhere. He was losing money, and he showed up because he realized that, in order to maintain this lifestyle, I need to show up to work.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to see what this child is, who he is, who he thinks he is. He's nothing but an entitled, spoiled brat.
Yeah, exactly.
Against the Pelicans. Seriously?
Our opening game is away against the Pelicans, and then our season opener home opener is against the Nets. And BZ has another fucking catch. Are you serious?
What do we start Wednesday night? And then
We
Friday
start
night
Wednesday, and then we have a game Friday in Philly against the Nets.
Oh, okay. All right, so the home opener is Friday. I was just thinking about that because I was thinking about how many boos Ben's going to get.
Oh, dude. I'd pay
Cole
good.
Beasley is eating tonight.
Yeah. That's what I get for fucking dropping him.
The thing is, Mr. Wing, it's a totally different case because he has no awareness. He will never be able to read the room, and he hates it here in Philadelphia.
Yeah. I've been saying this. I don't think that he ever wanted to play in Philly from the start.
It seemed like he liked it. It seemed like it, but just out of nowhere, you could tell that there was something wrong with him. There was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game will be on national TV, and he probably won't play because he'll get his feelings hurt and his ego will be diminished.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there what was it? Was it no? He wasn't the guy who dropped the jersey. That was Okafor. Wasn't it? They were playing some game. It was like they were playing Pong or something, and they're throwing it in the cups. And whatever team was last was the team that Ben was going to play for, and he was aiming, trying to get the Sixers out. Because it was the Sixers.
How long ago was that?
I need to look it up. It was the year that he got drafted, though. It was the year he got drafted. Do you think he'll play? Do you think he'll play on the season opener against the Pelicans?
Dude, I have no idea. Knox with a reception. That's funny, Mr. Wing. Yeah, that used to be a part of. I was the head freaking attorney for Ben Simmons, and the second somebody bails on me, I'll bail on them, Mr. Wing. It's just if you still defend him, there's something wrong with you.
Crazy.
Like you're a crazy person. You're just as crazy as he was. How much money is he losing per game? I think it's like $300K per game, Don. I think.
Yeah.
And that'll add up quick.
Mm-hmm.
That'll add up real quick. So that's the only reason why I think he will play, because he doesn't lose any more money.
And dude, he'll probably be one of the most hated in Philadelphia if he goes down with like a fake injury or something.
Oh yeah, he already is the most hated, and he
Yeah.
has a chance to salvage it just because of how passionate we are.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as you give 100% every single freaking day, we'll love you. It's exactly what Ertz said in his goodbye presser.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how Zach Ertz reposted on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like those guys get it.
Yep.
Fletcher Cox gets it. Allen Iverson gets it. Brian Dawkins gets it. Does Carson get it? But again, both parties were at fault. The fans had no fault in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the organization, the dial, and Carson, the three of them were to blame. And
Uh-huh.
Carson not having thick enough skin had a part in it.
And that's what it is in Philly. You need to have thick enough skin to be able to do this. Ben Simmons, he's a soft ass. He's a soft ass. I believe that Carson had double the skin that Ben has. But yet again, Wentz didn't listen to the radio. He didn't listen to no. So he said. So he said. But Ben is too involved in the media. I know our media is totally shit, and they like to stir shit all the time. All the reporters and all that.
Oh yeah, Jeff McLean.
We stir shit.
No. Jeff McLean trying to make something out of nothing during Zach's goodbye presser. It's just a scumbag move.
Yeah.
Scumbag move.
Fuck that guy.
How you going to talk loyalty from the fan standpoint? What loyalty do professional athletes have anymore? Why should we as fans expect to have loyalty when these athletes have zero loyalty to us? That, Mr. Wing. I mean, Greg,
it's a business.
I just, like I said, and you want to talk about the Flyers. Some of them were pretty condescending.
Mm-hmm.
They were. They're acting like their shit don't stink. They look at the world, and not all of them, but the majority of the guys that are the higher end athletes in Philadelphia, they could really care less about us. They really can.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I met Ben Simmons a week after the quadruple doink. All right, the ball's gonna be on the one. Please hand it off to Zach Moss.
I know you're watching the game.
But yeah, I met Ben a week after the quadruple doink in 2019. Came into my restaurant one day. And the thing that I keep reflecting on is the people that he was with was a bunch of nobodies that were a part of the Sixers organization. Like, dude, those are your best friends? A bunch of nobodies from the Sixers organization? Like, do you know the court announcer guy at the games that you always see like pregame? He was there. His photographer was there. And then a bunch of other people. And Ben didn't say one word. The only thing he did was just look forward and just didn't say a word.
Yeah.
Acting like he's
that's kind of embarrassing.
Somebody. A week after the quadruple doink.
Yeah.
What do you think Joe was doing a week after the quadruple doink? You think he was spending his time in Atlantic City?
I wouldn't say Atlantic City. At that time, probably Chick-fil-A or some sort of fast food joint for Embiid. But no, that next season he did get better. And that's was that a touchdown?
Nope. Please hand it off to Zach Moss.
Did Josh Allen just completely fail of getting that in? Yeah, he did. Fuck you. They lost on that.
Zach Moss, please.
Nope, he walked off.
Who walked off?
Moss.
Oh.
I just saw him running off, so. Is Singletary playing or no?
Yeah, he is. I should have said Singletary. Sorry.
Oh, wait, no. No, wait.
Zach Moss?
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Let's go.
Wait, he has Josh Allen. What are you cheering for?
Huh?
Pete has Josh Allen. What are you cheering for?
I know, but I get a point and a half. Every point that Josh Allen gets, I get a point and a half.
Why?
Because I have Knox.
That wasn't Knox. That was Sweeney.
You're fucking lying.
I swear to God. Who is Sweeney?
Are you? What the fuck? I swear that was fucking Knox.
No, that was
Oh my
Sweeney.
God.
Holy shit. They
Hey.
just did the Philly special. And, and Josh Allen just got a 2-point conversion off the Philly special.
Fuck this, dude. Fantasy basketball can't come any fucking faster. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
God damn it, dude.
Do you get 2 points for Knox throwing the 2-point conversion?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anymore, dude. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't. But Josh Allen gets points.
That's hilarious.
Jesus. Oh God.
That took a point away from Seabass for me.
Oh yeah.
I literally need 2 more points. 2.5 more points from
might-
Zach
you
Moss
might
to beat
get it.
Ralphie.
You might get it.
Might.
You might.
I also need 30 yards from him to complete the parlay. And I'll be a very happy person.
They actually just ran the fucking Philly special and just cost me the fantasy for the week. Are you fucking kidding me?
Chad, this is what I'm saying. Like, the NFL is fun when you're not watching the Eagles. And I can't stop watching. Just saying. That was a nice tackle. Here comes the king. All right. Sixers. Earlier, Don said that he still has us as top 3 in the East. I'm assuming that Milwaukee and Brooklyn are going to be flirting in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Miami, Philadelphia, Boston. A lot of people are high on Chicago. And then I'm assuming that's the 7. Am I missing anybody? You got Indiana that could flirt around there.
Indiana.
But I'm assuming you can't not have the Sixers as a top tier team because they haven't done anything. The only thing they've done is improve their depth at 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that it's a sin that Shake and Furkan are still going to be a vital part of this team.
Mm-hmm.
That can't happen if you want to compete for a championship.
Yep.
Yeah, Don, you got the Knicks too that are probably going to be flirting around 6, 7, or 8. Let's go through it right now. Let's see. I'll name off the teams. You order them for me. How about that? So we'll go by last year's standings. All right.
Yep.
I know this is no note radio, but I'm not that good. So, all right.
Last year it was Sixers, Nets, Bucks.
You have it right now?
I'm going off of what I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Sixers, Nets, Bucks, Atlanta. Who's 5th seed? Was it? No, it wasn't. The Celtics got 8th, right? We're going to playoff standings, right? We're going.
Yeah, I got it. It was
they had the play-in tournament and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I'll do the top 10. So the play-in tournament was Celtics 7, Wizards 8, Pacers 9, and Hornets 10.
Mm-hmm.
You still got the Bulls that were 11th. They'll probably be in this year. And then you got the Raptors that were 12th. They'll probably flirt for that play-in bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know because they lost their point guard. So I don't know who really else they have besides Siakam.
I mean, they got Van Fleet, Siakam.
Fleet.
They lost Norman Powell. They don't got much, so they might be
You
bad.
got Bobby Boucher.
All right, so I'm assuming that the Bulls will probably be in for the Hornets,
Mhm.
right?
That's gonna be an
So
interesting one. That'll be a close one.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that the Bulls are going to be a top 5 seed, and you got the
Yeah.
Hawks,
Oh,
obviously, who I
yeah.
think are the worst basketball team in NBA history. I hate the Bucks, the Hawks.
All right, so let's go from first to first. Let's go from first to eighth.
First to eighth. All
One
right,
to 10. Let's go 1 to 10. Let's go 1 to 10.
all right, 1 to 10. I
I got
mean, can you really doubt the Sixers when they have the same team, only they built a somewhat of a better bench? Like, can you really take them out of that first seed right now, pending Joe's health? And then when you look at the other two teams in the Nets and Bucks, you never know who's going to play when it comes to the Nets, right?
Mhm.
And then when it comes to the Bucks, yeah, they were slow to start last season, but they ended up winning it all.
Mhm.
So I think it's going to be.
I'm gonna go Bucks number 1.
I also am going to go Bucks number 1.
I'm gonna go Bucks number 1.
Yeah.
I'm
Don.
gonna go Sixers 2.
I will also go Sixers too. And then I will go. I'll go Nets 3.
Yep.
And then this is where it gets interesting.
Because you have the Celtics, you have the Heat, you have Atlanta. I think those are the 3 teams that are gonna potentially be on that 4th spot or 5th spot rather.
What do you
Yeah,
think
4th.
about the Wizards? They lose Russell Westbrook, but they get Spencer Dinwiddie.
I think they got a little bit better, I'd say, because they did get rid of Westbrook and they did get Dinwiddie, who isn't bad at all, but he is coming off that. I think it was either ACL or an Achilles.
Yeah.
But they also added who else did they add?
Let me check. But I know AJ Brown just caught another pass.
I'm done. Yeah, I don't even care anymore. Oh, they added Kyle Kuzma. That's what it was.
They had a Kuzma. They
Kyle
still have
Kuzma.
Rui, Spencer. They added Montrez, Gafford. They still have Gafford.
Yeah.
They added-
Hachimura is the younger version of Tobias Harris. That's what he is. He
Yeah,
reminds me of Tobias Harris a lot.
they added KCP as well. So yeah, I think their team got a little bit better. I still think they're flirting with the play-in. So I still say they're between 7 and 10.
All right. So Bucks,
But,
Sixers, Nets.
Yeah, we agree there. I'm gonna put Heat 4.
Yeah, Heat 4. Celtics. Nah, I think Hawks.
I'll put Celtics 5 and then Hawks 6.
Okay.
And then I'd probably go Bulls 7.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like the Bulls can be one of those teams that can go from the 4th to the 8th.
Yeah.
It really just depends on how much chemistry they have.
Yeah. These teams like Knicks, Hawks, Celtics, Wizards,
They're all interchangeable.
Pacers,
from
Bulls,
that.
they're all interchangeable. But the bottom line is I think the Sixers and the Bucks are going to be competing for that top seed all year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got the regular season god in number 25, you know damn well you have a really good chance at getting that 1 seed.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the Sixers not playing on Christmas once again?
I think that's kind of bullshit.
So do I.
They played some – I feel like a game that would have been fun to watch for everybody. I'm not going to say the Celtics. I'm not going to say the Knicks. I think the Jazz Sixers should be would have been a classic. Those are and the Jazz didn't get one either, so whatever. But who is playing on Christmas? Let's look at it. NBA Christmas games. Okay, so we got Nets and Bucks. We got Lakers and Warriors. Wait.
Like the Warriors playing?
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Right. While you find that, I just find it bullshit that we're not playing because
Yeah.
You have the second place finisher in an MVP race last year. You were the 1 seed in the East last year. And yeah, we come up short in the second round year in and year out. But the fact that you have probably the best fan base in the country, how many years have we sold out in a row now? The sellout started during the process.
We've had them in the last 4 seasons. We've had the highest attendance.
Yeah, and the sellouts, they started during the process when we were purposely losing.
Yeah.
And we were still selling out.
Yeah.
You don't think that's going to draw ratings? That Christmas Day game?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yep.
How are we toxic?
Nah.
Mr. Wing, how are we toxic? Chad, we got Drummond. That's why. And it was a huge
Drummond's
upgrade
better.
over Howard.
Drummond's better. Yeah.
No, we don't have a Christmas game, Don. We do not.
Sadly.
Have we seen Twitter? Have you seen our point guard?
Or I think the
that bitches about us for no reason. All we've done is support this guy. All I've done is support this guy. The Raptors are on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Did they make this like 2 years ago? Like two years early?
By the way, every Monday Night Football game has been like a great football game, except for the Eagles and Cowboys.
Yeah,
just point that out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got Bucks, Sixers, Nets, Heat, Celtics, Hawks, Bulls at 7, and then probably Pacers at 8, Wizards 9, Knicks 10.
I think the Knicks not making the playoffs.
So they're going to be in the play-in bullshit.
Do you think they'd win?
I don't know. I think that the Knicks are going to fall off bad this year. I think last year was lightning in a bottle, and they didn't make it past the first round.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, Ethan. Most important thing, root for the Blazers. But look, and I've been in the minority for this. I don't know if Evan still thinks the same way. But if you have to give up both Matisse and Maxey for Damian, I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not doing it.
Nope.
Because you're going to have Damian Lillard for 3 seasons. You're not guaranteed a title.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have no bench depth. Nope. And the guy's going to run away to a California team after 3 seasons. And then you're left with a 30-year-old Joel Embiid 3 years from now.
Yep. That's how Owen Brand was when we started the process.
Exactly. That's the stuff you got to think about. Are we guaranteed a title with Lillard and Embiid?
No.
Yeah, it's likely.
It's likely, but we are the Sixers at the end of the day. We did lose against the 5th seed last year.
Yeah. So, and there's 2 main reasons why we lost. A, Ben Simmons. B, bench depth.
Yep. And we just lost bench depth. But we did also add one of the most clutch players we've seen in the last decade. If we get Dame.
Oh.
Not Ben. Fuck that here. The most clutch for the other team.
There's Troy saying I'm on crack. It would be nuts, but it's for 3 seasons, and it's not guaranteeing us a title. It's a hot take.
It would have to depend Joel's health, honestly.
Yeah.
Because without Joe, we are the Blazers. So.
Yeah, Mr. Wing, that was another reason why we lost, because Doc made horrible coaching decisions. Like, it was a combination of everything, but it solely lied on the back of Ben Simmons and him being a little bitch.
He's a little weasel. I just don't even know what to say about Ben anymore. I hate talking about him. I do. I hate it. I just want him to get traded. I saw this one trade today from Minnesota. It was
I don't want anybody from Minnesota, dude.
Russell. It was Russell and what the hell's the other kid's name? The one they just drafted, I think, 2 years ago, number 25th overall. Is it?
This year, their draft pick
What is it this year? He's
or
20.
last year?
So it wasn't Edwards. I think McDaniels
No. Yeah, I don't want anybody like that.
and a first round pick.
I don't want a first round pick. I'll do a I'll do trade from the Pacers. A Brogdon Levert trade sounds good.
Not after
But I
today.
don't want anybody from Minnesota.
Brogdon just got a 2-year, $36 million deal.
That's fine. That goes into the contract for oh shit. That's a smart play. That's a smart quarterback right there.
Who?
Josh Allen.
What'd he do? I'm not even watching.
It got batted at the line of scrimmage, went up in the air, and instead of him trying to catch it, he batted it down like he was playing volleyball.
Nice.
Christmas Day games, by the way. You got Hawks at Knicks. Honestly, that should have been Hawks at Sixers.
Yeah.
Fuck the Knicks.
I think the Jazz do play now. I looked at the wrong year.
Yeah. It's Hawks Knicks at 12.
Mhm.
Celtics Buck. Why are the Celtics in it?
Yeah. Celtics literally
Celtics Bucks at 2:30. Warriors Suns at 5. Nets Lakers at 8. Mavericks Jazz 10:30.
the Mavericks
I don't
aren't good. The Mavericks are not good.
Everybody hates
I know-
us.
I know they're in the Western Conference, but
I love Luka though.
okay. He can only do so much for that team.
I know they would never trade anybody for Luka, but I would do Matisse, Maxey, and Ben for Luka.
We could have got Luka on draft day, but there's some report. I don't even know if it was legit or not. Everyone talks, but it was like two first round picks and Ben Simmons for Luka.
If that's actually real and they didn't take that, that's an all-time blunder.
Yeah. But no one knew about him. No, really, no one knew. We probably could have fucked him up somehow.
True.
We really could have.
Yeah, I mean, the MVP doesn't even get a freaking Christmas Day game, and I don't like him.
I think Sixers and Nuggets would have been a good one too.
Yeah.
Just two MVP guys going at it. Candidate.
Yeah, the NBA doesn't like us.
No.
The most sports doesn't like Philadelphia. It's fine.
Like, I don't get why you're playing a team like the Hawks. Like, yeah, Trae Young's good and all, and they beat the Sixers, but you're playing all these teams that have half the fan base we do, probably about half the viewership we have. And I don't know, dude, the Jazz are a small market.
Yep.
All these small market teams are getting Christmas games over you. That's sad. The Clippers don't have a game either, do they?
No, they're not. But they don't have Kawhi.
Yeah.
Sean, I couldn't agree with you more. What's up, brother? I hate Ben Simmons more than anything because I love Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the West real quick. Mr. Wing, let's answer this real quick. It's because the NCAA treats their athletes like absolute shit. That's why. It's simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these guys are told that they're so good their entire lives. Wow. Oh, he dropped it.
Is that Moss?
No, that was almost an INT for Tennessee.
Oh,
He dropped it. But yeah, all these guys like Ben Simmons told their whole lives that they're so good. They can't handle any criticism. And then the second that they go into the NBA and they play against grown men, it takes a little bit for them to adjust. That's why you always say it takes until until the age of 28 for you to actually win titles.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grown man's league.
Yep.
So that's why it seems like teams are so bereft of talent.
Mm-hmm.
For years and years and years and years.
Yep.
So you either got to A, build it like the Warriors did. Why are they throwing the football? Like, yeah. So you either A, got to do it like the Warriors did, build through the draft, and then add free agencies that way. Or you got to get that one guy, which means tanking, get a top 3 pick, and then build around him. That's the only way you do it in the NBA. So that's why that's the answer to that question, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Sixers Heat would have been a great game, but shit happens. Western Conference. So I think the Western Conference is going to look a lot different.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Rockets and Thunder and T-Wolves are obviously going to be the bottom 3. That's what they were last year.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's start from the top. So you had Jazz, who were number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Suns were 2. Nuggets were 3. Clippers 4. I think they'll drop. Mavericks 5. Blazers, they'll drop. They were 6. Lakers 7. Grizzlies 8. Warriors 9. Spurs 10. Yeah, I think the West is going to be completely reshuffled.
Think so?
Yeah.
Who got number 1? I think I'm going to go Jazz again just because they're a regular season team and that's about it.
Yeah. And they're very deep.
Yeah.
Very deep team.
Yep.
All right. I'll probably go Jazz 1. I'll go Lakers 2.
Lakers 2?
Yeah. I think they're going to have a bounce back in the regular season, but I think they're going to end up choking in the playoffs.
Okay. I got number 2. I have the Warriors, who I think they'll do damage, honestly. Actually, no, I'm going to switch up. I'm going to say Suns number 2. I'm going to say Suns number 2, Lakers number 3, and you go ahead. Who's your number 3?
3, I got Mavericks. I think Luka is going to continue to develop. I just love the Mavericks. I love Luka. I think he's going to have a monster year.
Mm-hmm.
They did put some pieces around him, so see
right.
what happens with them. Hopefully, Kristaps stays healthy.
Yeah. Hopefully. All right. I got Jazz, Suns. Jazz, Suns, Lakers. I'm going to say Nuggets 4.
Yeah. I'll also say Nuggets 4. So I got Lakers, Jazz, Mavericks, Nuggets. They're my top 4 right now.
All right. Number 5, I have the Warriors.
Yeah, I think the Warriors can get up to 5 as well, or they'll be around that range.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say a surprise team. I think PG is gonna. He's gonna have a good season this year. I think he'll be 5, and then I think Warriors will be 6.
Okay. 7th and 8th. I'll go Clippers for 7th. And for 8th, the last team. Damn. All the rest of the teams suck. I guess you'd have to go Blazers just because it's either Blazers or Spurs, in my opinion. I still don't think the Pelicans are that great. I think they're very
they won't make it.
And Zion got fatter. So I think I'll give the edge to Dame and the Blazers. Or should I say Ben and the Blazers come that time?
If Ben goes to the Blazers will be a top 5 in the West.
No.
Yeah, they will. He's a regular season player.
If we got CJ, yeah. If we got CJ and they had Dame and Ben, yeah. But other than that, I don't think so. They do have Robert Covington. Just mind that. The most lethal 3-point shooter of the Sixers.
Yeah, I think Kings will move up to get into the top 10. They'll get into the play-in tournament finally.
Mm-hmm.
and I think the Blazers will drop out, and then everybody else will like stay the same. Spurs will be in it, Grizzlies will be in it, Warriors will be in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Kings will be in it.
Yeah.
Julio, let me look it
I
up.
think it might be an ESPN game or a TNT.
AJ Brown with another catch.
Bro, I don't care. He gave up. This dude was not even supposed to be playing. At the last minute, they said, "Okay, yeah, you feel better now? Okay, go ahead." I think I'm losing by 10 now or something.
It's on
Yeah,
ESPN.
I'm losing by
Julio.
20 now. The hell?
20. What
Almost
happened?
20. Almost 20.
What happened?
AJ Brown happened. He has 91 yards now. He had zero. He had zero going into halftime. He had zero.
Oh, buddy.
Fuck sakes.
Oh, they just killed Derrick Henry.
Oh man. Wow, Boston.
Are they killing Houston?
Yeah. 11-3.
Wow. That series 1-1 right now, right?
Yeah. That's gonna be a good series.
I think it's going to be Boston versus LA.
Wow.
I just think LA has too much talent.
Boston, man, that's underdog series, man. That's
Yeah. Do you imagine how much happier of like people we would be if we were Boston fans?
yeah. We'd have a champion. We would be kind of bored of winning, honestly.
I wouldn't be bored. I love sports.
We'd be bored.
I would be all in on sports. Like I'm becoming all in on national sports every single day now because the Philly teams just make me depressed. I'm still holding out hope that Carson Wentz is going to be comeback player of the year. What's your take on the Suns this season, Evan?
I think they'll have a bounce back year. Not even necessarily a bounce back year. I don't think they'll make it as far as what they did before. I mean, beating the Lakers was pretty big, but also they were playing against a hurt LeBron and a hurt Anthony Davis. So I don't necessarily think they'll get back to where they were. You also have the Warriors. You have the Jazz, who are just another year older.
Yeah.
A little bit more mature from Donovan Mitchell. Hopefully he'll show up in the playoffs. He did last year. He just didn't have enough help around him.
Yeah.
Because Rudy Gobert is just literally a 10-point scorer and literally has more blocks than points sometimes. But I think just around that 3 to 4 seed range, I don't see them making the finals again over the other teams. The other teams just got way better, and they didn't do much because you got another year off Chris Paul. He's another year older, a lot of wear and tear on him. But it just depends on Devin Booker, and they didn't get anything done with their center, so
Yeah.
they didn't get a contract for him. So it depends on how he plays. Depends if they throw money at him, how much money they throw in.
Yeah.
He's not a max player, is he?
Derrick Henry. Yeah, he probably will get max money.
Wow.
Just because they throw money around in the NBA like it's freaking chump change.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said you hit the nail on the head. I think that they kept the same starting lineup, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and Ayton. And then they have Saric, and they just signed Landry Shamet. So that's going to be a good bench signing for them.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be similar. All these teams are going to be healthier. And like you said, all the other teams that they're going to be going against are getting older. So they're getting closer to championship status. But,
yeah,
the Suns are a young team with the exception of Jay Crowder and Chris Paul.
Yeah.
So
and I do think that having that higher seed for them this season definitely did help or last season rather, having that home court advantage was pretty big. But I don't see them necessarily having that many more wins. Like I can't see them going against like an eighth seed, like say like maybe the Mavericks fall back to the eighth seed and then going to have to play the Warriors and then going to play the Lakers. Like I can't
Yeah.
see them beating all like I don't know, maybe two
Yep.
of them, but I don't see them beating the Lakers, honestly.
Yeah, it's going to depend on health again because in a way they call it lightning in a bottle just because the West was an absolute mess last year.
So was the East.
So was the East. So I think last year was their chance and they failed against Giannis.
Yeah.
And no slight to them. It's just they had nobody that could guard them.
They're a young team too. Like they're a young team. They're in a good position. They're in a better position than the Sixers are.
Yeah, so
So
we'll see what happens with them. Like you said, I think they'll flirt between the 2nd to 5th seed. Obviously, they'll have better fortune, better chance if they get that 2nd seed, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And then again, come playoff time, we'll see how those old heads on the Lakers respond and how they act. So
they're gonna be playing in like LA Fitness gym.
I hope they lose in the first round.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
There's not one guy on that team that I like besides Russell Westbrook.
I do like Russell Westbrook too. I think he gets just a bad rep for no reason.
Yeah.
Just because he can't shoot that great. But he's still one of the most dominant point guards of this generation.
Yeah.
And I do like Kevin Durant. I like his game.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with what he like switching teams and all that, but he did what he had to do.
Yeah,
It's
he's a great
business.
player.
It's a business, but he's one of the best scorers in the NBA.
NBA history, yeah.
History. Yep.
It was just one of the weakest moves in NBA history, going to a team that you just lost a 3-1 series to.
Yeah.
But, he's still a great basketball player. So we'll see what happens with him. Mr. Wing, only reason the Eagles, and this will bring us to our winners and losers, because I told you guys from here on out, the Eagles will be a permanent loser of mine. And I'll explain to you why they're a permanent loser of mine when I answer this comment or response to this comment. The only reason the Eagles are why they are is because of Howie and Lori. Yep. I was talking about this with my brother. Why are we the only team in the NFL that doesn't run the ball? Why us? Holy shit. That's a hold. That's a hold.
Wow.
Yeah, we're losers. That's why. It's because Howie and Lori think their shit don't stink because they won a Super Bowl the way that they won the Super Bowl. Everything fell into place. So Howie Roseman thought he was a genius once again. Jeffrey Lurie thought that Howie Roseman was an absolute freaking genius. And it started with Chip when Chip started to take over the team and absolutely just destroy it when it came to front office moves.
That was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And that's why Lurie and Howie act the way they act right now. Because they think they're smarter than football minds.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly wasn't a management guy. He was a football guy.
No, he was a football guy.
So I think Howie and Lori think that they're smarter than football guys because of what he did to us.
Yeah.
And that's why we are the way we are. Because Lori wants to be a team like the Bills, a team like the Chiefs, a team like all those passing team, a team like the freaking Chargers. All those teams that pass the ball 65%, 70% of the time. It can't happen. They ignore the running game because they want to be a passing team.
And you can't be a pass first. You cannot be a pass first team
without running
with a quarterback that can't throw.
Exactly, and without establishing a run. A little bit of a run.
Like they were talking about it. You got to keep the defenses
modest,
like straight. You got to keep it. You got to keep them in line. Make sure, like it can't be a throw every single damn time.
Yeah,
you got to keep them honest.
Go Moss. I need 30 rushing yards from Zach Moss.
Is that the fourth?
2 minutes left.
Oh, Jesus.
2-minute warning. 34-31. Titans are up. It is the 2-minute warning. Ball on Tennessee 39. So at the very least, Seabass is probably going to tie the game for them, and it could go into overtime. We'll see what happens there. But a Zach Moss touchdown would be very ideal for me right now. Very ideal. I'll show you the payout at the end of the show. So yeah, that's why we are the way we are, because Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. It starts with the draft picks. We'll say it over and over and over again. And honestly, it started the draft after the Super Bowl. Yeah, you lost your first round pick. So then in the second round, when your all-pro tight end just had a career year, this genius's idea was to draft another tight end in Dallas Goedert. And don't get me wrong, I love Dallas. But why in the world are you drafting a tight end the year after you win a Super Bowl when your all-pro tight end just had the best year of his career, just scored the game-winning touchdown for you, and you're drafting another tight end as opposed to building in the trenches? Or, yeah, exactly, building in the trenches, whether it was O-line or D-line.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you do that? The one position that didn't get hurt that year was Zach Ertz. How many positions got hurt that year? And you draft a tight end with your first pick the year after the Super Bowl?
Yep. He thinks he's the smartest in the room. We've been saying it for the last year.
So, yeah, it started with the Dallas Goedert pick, and then you just continue. You continue on with it. You go with the freaking trading up for the Andre Dillard, who's a soft bitch. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. But that's what he is. You let a guy that never played football before, that got drafted in the 7th round in the same draft as you, he got paid. What did you do, Andre Dillard? Cry when Derek Barnett put you on your ass? And then, of course, you go to number 19 as opposed to not drafting DK Metcalf. And then the year after that, you want to get cute and draft Jalen Reagor when you could have either A, traded up for CeeDee Lamb. We all saw what CeeDee Lamb did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
B, just draft Justin Jefferson if you were going to get a wide receiver.
Yeah, who's just good or even better than CeeDee Lamb.
Exactly. Or C, draft Patrick Queen. But oh, wait, you don't value the linebacker position. Even though the last time you had a competent linebacker, you won the freaking Super Bowl. That's why we are the way we are, Mr. Wing. Yeah, Ryan, I really, really need Zach Moss to to do something for me. They're on the 32-yard line. Could you imagine a 32-yard rushing touchdown by Zach Moss right now?
Oh, God.
I would literally just be elated. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. There's a lot more on the line than just fantasy football right now, Ryan.
This is pride.
Oh, my God. Why are they passing the ball?
So if he gets a touchdown, you win. Or
I win fantasy,
gets a touchdown, you win.
I win fantasy, but I had the over for his rushing yards, and he's not going to get it.
They're going to get like two 15-yard penalties, and then he's going to run for. Oh.
Now they give it to him. Now he just can't lose yardage. I'm up by less than 0.2 right now, or a little bit over 0.2 right now.
Dude, he's gonna fumble. Butt fumble.
Oh my God.
Butt fumble.
My only hope is that it goes to overtime.
That goes to overtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually might be okay. How much more yards do you need? 35?
Now I need 26.
26. You better hope this would be in your best interest that they went into overtime, because you'd be getting the points from Bass.
And obviously I would need him to score a touchdown.
Oh, man.
It's not going to happen, dude.
Nah, it's not looking bad.
fine. All right. Do you want to do? Well, that's my rant for loser is Eagles, and then my other loser is obviously going to be just the Redskins organization in general.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, everything a part of that game. Jackson Mahomes, Washington's defense, Washington's organization for retiring Lawrence Taylor, or for retiring him on the. Oh my God! Hit him! First down. So yeah, the Washington football team is just going to be my overall loser, just for everything that they do.
Yeah.
They're a scumbag organization.
Wow, Josh Allen could have got really hurt there. He could have got really hurt there.
What was the line to gain? Because I don't think he got it. He did not get it.
I think he put his hand over the last second.
Nah, the ball has to go over. He didn't get it. That's going to be a booth review.
And that's going to take like 5 minutes to review. So I think one of the biggest losers this week
Sean Taylor. Yeah, Mr. Wing. I'm sorry.
Is Patrick Mahomes' little brother. Oh, shit.
I told you, he didn't get it.
I think it's Patrick Mahomes' little brother doing TikTok dances on Sean Taylor's number on the sideline. I'm pretty sure everyone saw that. I think that was just disgusting.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly, Don. That's just embarrassing. I think he needs to go pull like an Aaron Rodgers and just never talk to his family ever again. Because honestly, that family's being very annoying.
Yeah.
The mixture of her, the girlfriend who's saying, "Oh, the refs are never in our favor," like it's just stupid bullshit like that. I don't want to be reading. Oh wow!
And then I think you said that the mom said that one of his interceptions shouldn't have counted because it went through
what the
Tyreek's
fuck
hands.
does that mean? No. Oh wow!
Did they stop him? They stopped him.
Wow.
Why wouldn't they kick the field goal? Well, at least I beat Ralphie.
Oh god. I don't think you only have one loss in fantasy, right?
I got 2.
2. I don't think it'll really matter too much if I do beat you next week. Unless you lost again the next week. Wow. What's the Bills coach's name?
McDermott. I mean, I don't think he really had anything to lose. This isn't going to set them back this season, but if you want to win this game, you got to go for points.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry's the best player in football, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Christian McCaffrey, he's hurt every season, man.
Oh, he's not the best. I think he's the best player in football.
Yeah.
In a passing league nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
when you could just dominate the way he dominates game in and game out, he's the best player in football.
Mm. Wow. That's how that's going to end. That's crazy.
All right. Yeah, so those are losers. Winners, I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers for doing what he did against the Bears. Like, there was all doubt on Aaron Rodgers after that week 1 absolute blow, like embarrassment to the Saints.
He didn't look like he wanted to play at all.
Yeah. And then he's just showed up the last 5 games.
That's what
just
Ben
gonna
Simmons is gonna do. He's gonna do something really, really stupid and look real bad, and then he's gonna get this little like spark inside of him, his little heart, and he's gonna go and shoot threes and
Ben Simmons doesn't have a heart.
Did he give you a tip when you guys were working or what?
Yeah, they tipped.
How much?
I was a busboy, so I didn't know. I
Uh,
was a busboy 3 years ago, so I didn't. But I know we made out good that night.
yeah. What's that guy's name? Asubers or something like that? His little
Asu, yeah,
Asubers or some shit. Yeah.
he's the photographer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers
Yep.
doing what he did against the Bears, and then absolutely trolling their fans, saying that
Mhm.
he owns them.
I own it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that he's gonna be my winner this week, and then of course another winner, Lamar Jackson. I am very critical of him, but he's just having an unbelievable season this year. His passing's definitely going up. Definitely improving on the passing. Hollywood Brown's having a great year. Mark Andrews having a great year.
Yeah.
Let's see if anybody can stop him.
Winner
Yeah,
I got
Paul's
for
done.
this week. A winner I got for this week. Let's go out of the NFL. Let's really expand it. Man, there's not a lot of winners, honestly. There's not a lot of winners. I mean, you could say Derrick Henry of having three touchdowns, 150 yards, pretty much. But yeah, he could be a winner. But
You and Matt completely thinking the same.
yeah,
The Eagles draft capital.
yeah,
I got another winner.
that's
Ricky Fowler for remembering how to play golf again. My absolute favorite golfer. He was in the lead going into Sunday. Ended up getting a top 5 finish.
Mhm.
Blew it against Rory, but Ricky Fowler's back. He's finally going to get that major next year. I'm calling it.
The hell is that? Is that a raccoon?
What?
No, I was looking at the back of what is the Titans logo? Like, what is it? Or not the logo. Like, do they have a mascot?
Oh, I don't know. If it's a raccoon, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I was like on like one of the carts. But no, I think the Ravens this week is going to be my winner that I choose. I just think that was such a dominant win over another AFC contender, an AFC. I can see those teams battling out in the playoffs again. But
Yeah.
I think there'll be a different outcome. It'll be a lot closer.
I honestly think that the Bills are the team to beat.
Yeah, even though they did lose this game, which
they easily could have won,
they could have won.
Playoff time, Seabass is kicking that field goal.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, another loser, Iowa, for just being honestly, you should have got your asses beat, but Clifford went down, and then you had a quarterback that had no business playing in Division I football come in, and just he couldn't move the football, and then you guys end up winning by 1 possession.
Yep.
And then the very next week you lose to an unranked team at home. Yep. Like absolute losers.
Purdue. Spencer Rattler, loser.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Everyone thought he looked like Patrick Mahomes, so he looks like Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, no.
Get the hell out of here.
He sucks.
He's like albino. I don't care.
I was also watching football yesterday, and I realized like how many bad quarterbacks there are. Like there's just bad quarterbacks all around the league. Like it's not just Jalen Hurts.
No.
Like Sam Darnold stinks.
Oh, dude, he is back to the Jets, Sam Darnold, for sure. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Daniel Jones
stinks. And yeah, he maybe has an excuse because he probably shouldn't have played.
Yeah.
Because, he got knocked the hell out last week, 2 weeks ago. But and we were when we were doing our top 10 quarterback, we couldn't name like 10 legit quarterbacks.
Drop-off from
there was like 7 or 8, and then there's just a huge drop off, and every other quarterback just stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I realized. Like NFL quarterbacks, losers, except
Yeah.
for the 8 that are
Yeah.
like elite. And then there's just a huge drop off.
Yep. Wow.
So I don't know.
At a loss of words. Learn that shit from the birds. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Wing. Trash bags. Oh, Don. Appreciate that. Heard that.
There.
Don, you're my winner.
Yeah. Even though the Detroit it doesn't have really good teams, you're still a winner for being a fan. At least you're loyal, not like some of these Cowboy fans that have been come out of the trenches and are absolutely out of the trenches.
Yeah. Mr. Wing, he's higher than that.
I think Wentz is top
15.
15. I think
he may very well be a top 12 within the next 3 weeks.
He's top 15, but he's not 2 through 15.
And he's better than Hurts.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I think he is this season.
Yeah.
He just got a better system around him too. I just think that that has to do a lot with it. But
yeah,
also Wentz has been in the league longer and knows what he's doing and knows how to look past his first read. But we'll see. Yeah, top 12 against the Texans for sure. He did beat up on the Texans after all. But he did have a 400-yard game
against the Ravens, and you see what the Ravens just did to the Chargers. So
who have a good defense. Yeah,
take that for how you.
Nitro coming in with the buzzer beater comment.
Ben is gonna shoot 3 3-pointers on Friday and ask for a trade on Saturday. Watch.
Jeez, Patrick came in.
Buzzer beaters.
Oh God! Literally, they're all coming in at the last minute.
Matt, you I think you need to reach out to Jarrett to get some ball wipes from Manscaped. All right, Mr. Wing. You're reaching now. You're actually reaching because when you watch football, be honest here. Be honest with yourself right now. You watch a Colts game. You watch their quarterback. Don't name any names. You watch their quarterback. Unbiased. And then you watch an Eagles game and you watch their quarterback. Unbiased. Who is the better NFL quarterback? Let's be real here. Let's not drink the green juice. See you, Don. We're wrapping it up now. But Mr. Wing. There you go, Mr. Wing. It's Minshew time, by the way.
Minshew.
If Jalen continues to play like this for the first 3 quarters of football games, I might lose my mind. Play calling aside, I'm going to lose my mind. Because at the end of the day, he's the quarterback. He's the one throwing the football. Nick Sirianni's not throwing the football. Nick Sirianni isn't overthrowing guys. Nick Sirianni isn't pointing to guys saying it's a free play and then throwing it 15 yards out of bounds because it's a free play. Keep it in play. No, Don, we're done. Yeah. This is going to continue to happen. If Jalen Hurts continues to not show up for the first 3 quarters of football games, I'm going to lose my mind. Boys, it was a fun show. Patrick, I can't wait till your team crash and burns and I could just laugh my way back here. Boys, great show. Thank you to everybody that contributed. Just remember, we're always brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Always remember that we are still friendly with Body Check Wellness with the Flight Zone. Use that promo code A2D. You'll get 20% off your order, 25% off your order, and free shipping. Remember, if you become a member, you will always be able to come on this show with me, and we could always clash when it comes to Jalen Hurts and how much he stinks. And you could always come onto the show and clash with Evan Taylor about anything you want.
Yeah, anything.
I
need to cover these, by the way. These 2 right here. And just probably him soon if he doesn't get any help.
Just take it off the wall.
I don't want that up there either. And then this is going to make me pretty mad soon. So, I don't know. We'll see. It was a good show.
That's why I got Green Day in the background. And by the way, I'm still an Eagles fan, guys.
We won the Super Bowl after all, guys. Don't forget. Let's go watch it. Every Sunday, We lose, forget about it. We won the Super Bowl. Go watch Super Bowl highlights. That's the only thing that
Yeah, let's turn into
we should
Cowboys
do that
fans.
for the next 50
Let's
years.
turn into Cowboys fans. Just
Let's do
remember,
it.
we had 4 playoff wins in 2 years. Cowboys have had 4 playoff wins in 25 years. Just remember that. ATB memberships, $9.99 per month. Perks include appearances on the show, members only streams, shout outs, free jersey giveaways every Wednesday night on Agree to Disagree. Giveaways on Fan Friday, and then giveaways on Saturday with Steve. So check that out. Links in the description of YouTube. If you become a member, just remember, you get all this fun stuff, and you will get your money back with Nate and Willie. I got to start listening to Nate and Will. So yeah, guys, hell of a show. See you next week. Hopefully we will be happy discussing an Eagles victory at Vegas. So go Birds. We'll also be able to talk some Sixers because there'll be 2 games in by then.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot to talk about next Monday. Make sure you check us out, and make sure you check every other show out on A2D. You got a hockey happy hour tomorrow night. Make sure you check those guys out. Dale's is the man. Rob, all those guys. They're the guys. Check them out tomorrow night. And be great. Hit the like and subscribe. Hit the like on every one of our videos.
Yep.
Peace out, guys. Have a great week.
Peace out.